But on my side, Ludo, can you hear Fury?
No, no.
Okay, good. Um,
Hello.
I mean, I think this will be short anyway, so I won't worry about it too much, Fury. Um, I I don't have a ton to talk about. I know um Bagman sent me some stuff about the hackathon, and I really like the direction that that's going. The stuff you put together, Fury. Um, I think that will be. I mean, I'm excited to be part of it or involved in it. But also excited not to have to read anything during it. So maybe I will work on something as a side side project. Um, cool. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Basically a hackathon that that Voy will host as a collaboration with ABM Studio. Um, Try to put that through its paces. Yeah, I read through that last night actually. Um, and I really like it, and I think the points are solid. I didn't see anything that seemed off or incorrect from what I saw. It looks really good. Um, yeah, that's it. I released an update to AVM Studio the other day. It it adds the stuff I talked about last week, which was the ghost contract testing based on D13's ghost contract idea, where you can basically construct like the method calls, and it includes the contract bytecode as one of the transactions in the group. And if you have multiple contracts, it'll include multiple. So if you have contracts that like interact with each other, you can even use those too. And then it allows you to simulate like the method calls and see the state changes and in inner transactions and things like that that are happening in the contract. And then on the House of Voice side, it's just I would say progress as usual. The game is really coming together. I got to play with it a little bit yesterday. I think it just looks really cool and it's really smooth. And now once that is finalized, we're working on the website designs, and then we have to put it all together. So we I think we're still on target. It should have something new for people to see, I would say, within the next week or so. Um, no, it's not really a testnet sandbox. Well, I guess you could think of it that way. It's not even getting like the contract isn't even put on the network when you do the ghost testing. So the way it works, and I'll I'll add a link because I also added a bunch of documentation. So I'll add this to the chat here. Um, but it kind of explains it. What's happening is it's actually just sending it to the node and running the dry run or the simulate on it. So like the Algorand node has an endpoint that allows you to simulate transactions and then um, calculate fees based on them and find like discover resources that are missing from the transaction. So it's used for that. I mean, I've used it for that in the past, but this is also simulating contract being deployed. So so there's no cost. Like you don't have to pay anything. You don't need any tokens to use it, and it allows you to like test certain functionality. You're not gonna be able to test everything because it's a moment in time, but it allows you to kind of work your way through the contract on what it's doing. Um, and the example I've used is like a Hello World program, and you have a global state variable that you want to change, and that is a method call. So you show the contract, you have the contract, and it has its initial state, which is like hello world, and then you can change that message with another transaction, and then you can get the state again, and you can see where it changed and where the response changed. So you can confirm that it's doing what the contract is supposed to be doing. And I might just put together like a quick tutorial of that because it's a very simple concept, and make it into like a video or something. Um, but that's like a very simple way to demonstrate what it's doing. But like testing that your contract isn't going to allow the wrong address to call it would be something you could test with this, and you can kind of put together a set of tests and you can save them as part of your project, and then you can like run through them. And I thought, one potential future expansion to that is to be able to set to like set up automated tests. So it would allow you to like create a test suite and just run it against the contract, and that way when you make changes to it you can ensure that all of the tests pass. So that's kind of a future idea, if the platform continues to be expanded. So that's where I'm kind of going with it. But that's all really I've got today, unless anyone has any questions. And then, Ludo, if you have anything you want to tell us about.
Yeah, so I added to the biotech scan.
You're breaking up a bit. I'm not sure why.
I added to the biotech scan the support for the price valuation in US dollar, even if the swap is not in US dollars. So technically now I can create a chart and show nice trading view charts perhaps. And yeah, and this is also on the path to basically deploy the Biotech scan also for Void network. And after it's deployed, then I can deploy the Biotech DEX front end for the Void network as well.
Cool.
And also this will give me ability basically to see all assets which are traded like the price or USD valuation of any assets traded, kind of like the correct stats. Yeah, and also like I can then
see Biotech
yes,
scan today.
sorry.
Is there a way to see Biotech scan today?
Yeah, just go to algorand.scan.biotech.io. It's on Algorand so far. I can put it into chat.
Oh wow.
If I find the chat, here is this chat. And the cool feature is that it's live streamed from the using the signal layer. Like whenever there is any update, it goes directly to the front end, like through the WebSockets. And also I connected to the Gossip network. So sometimes the transactions come here sooner than they're basically finalized in the block. So it's interesting. And also it's there are data for the Biatic DEX, the concentrated liquidity. So I do not show the TVL double counted from the asset A and asset B, but I split into the basically the TVL of the other asset. So and the real TVL is the USD, or basically the stable assets TVL. So the ranking here is much more accurate than anywhere else. Also, there is no lending protocol in the TVL, so it's not messed up with other TVLs. So technically, there is like 1.8 million USD in Algorand TVL in AMM. Not like Vestige shows like hundreds millions.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is.
Yeah. Any comment?
Have you thought at all about when if you bring it to Voy, being able to handle the data like from the Voy dexes, like how Humble is using ARC200 tokens, and how Humble and Nomadex are kind of fundamentally different in the way they handle swaps.
I think Nomadex should be okay, but the Humble is quite a challenge at the moment.
Yeah,
But yeah, and yeah, one more thing I want to add there is this 1-day price change, because for this I needed like this valuation for every asset at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So in USD. So yeah, I'm on a good path there.
Cool. Well, good job.
Okay, so then I started to play with GitHub Copilot, CLI, and I created a use case where I set up a cron job, installed like I am the product owner of the, or you work as a product owner of this project, and here are your repos, and try to do try to improve the repos, and you can do basically anything what you want with the vision that you have like some defined, and it then creates the issues and assigns to Copilot, and then Copilot works on the issues, and then this product owner role approves the merge requests, and yeah, I try to run this on Biatic tokens right now, so I wonder like where this will go. If AI will in few weeks create like cool Biatic tokens, like tokenization platform where people will be happily to pay some subscription fees. Let's see.
Cool. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, I'm playing with this and that, and basically everything. I just created new Copilot subscription so that I have more premium requests.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a little bit addicting. I feel like this is going to be, similar to like gambling and other like, drinking and other addictive things. This is going to be like the future.
Like for developers, it's super cool. Like
Yeah.
the productivity is much higher,
But the
and
like dopamine you get from like the instant gratification of like, willing something into existence uh,
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
is concerning. I think is going to be a concern in the future. But right now, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it will improve. Like
Mm,
everything improves. So
I agree.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, okay, if that's all we've got, we can end this early. But for anybody checking out the recording, we meet every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, whatever time zone you know Eastern is in, Eastern U.S. Um, and everybody's welcome to this meeting. Um, you know. All right. Well, thank you, Fury, for recording this and starting it, and always being here. Thank you, Mus, for thank you, Nuss, for joining, and appreciate you sharing, Ludo. And I'll catch you all next week. And also, I'll try to be at the Voyager meeting at noon Eastern today.